of the machines are here, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, it's inevitable that the AI is going to be taking over, and to help them at the helm is going to be Lobot. Let me say, this has been a weird week. The other day, we showcased an insane infinite Terminator Rolo thing that has blown our minds, that doesn't even need Datacrons. And when I was showing that, a lot of people are like, Arnold, did you see the droid thing, the droid Datacron? And I'm like, wait, you guys want more Datacron videos? A couple days ago, when I was looking at my battle records and seeing what my opponents used against me, I saw that someone was trying out some shorty against my Queen Abadal. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And I was thinking about making a video on it, but generally it feels like, you know, people don't like the Datacron videos, and I get it. Datacrons, this, and that. I don't think they're perfect. I like some things about them. I hate some things about them. But generally, I've opted out on a lot of Datacron videos, this being one of them, because I figured, you know, you guys don't really care too much about Datacron-specific counters and interactions. However, I was wrong about this one because a lot of you guys asked me to talk about this one. So, all right, I'll talk about it. I'm going to keep this short and simple because, you know, one thing about droids, they like the KISS model. Less talky-talky, more smashy-smashy. So, we already know that the droid lineup is nothing really new. It's been around for a long time. But the reason why it's in our crosshairs is because, well, it's getting a big supercharge, and, well, this is the core premise of the video. It's because of the Datacron. Now, not to say you can't do good stuff with this droid team, otherwise, it's just not this good. The level 6 support Datacron. We're not going to spend too much time talking about this because, well, we've seen this in a lot of other scenarios. For example, Darth Vader is killer with this right now. We made a video about that a while ago, too. You don't need the actual shorty level 9. It's the level 6 that matters. As you guys know, whenever support characters inflict debuffs on the enemy, they are going to be ramping up the attacker's critical damage on the team by 10%. And this is going to be huge. Again, shorty droids is nothing new. But if you need the quick, like, blurb on how to handle this, the core 3, you need shorty lead, BB-8, T3 and 4. Technically, if you don't even have shorty, you could try to opt for something like IG-88, but it's not going to be nearly as good right now because IG-88 is not a support character. But just to let you know, you do have an option to swap it out. She grants spare parts, which in turn triggers the Datacron because she's a support, and that's a buff. BB-8 is necessary because you get tons of Terminator at the very beginning for all your droids. T3 is a necessary component because he's support as well, like BB-8 and Shorty, and his unique ability supercharges our critical damage even more. And all you need for this particular Datacron season is one more support droid of your choice. I'm running of Lobot because in my heart, he is perfect in every way, shape, and form, but you don't need to use Lobot. You can use R2, C-3PO, Chopper, Trip, any sort of droid that has the support tag. So that way you feed into the BB-8 Terminator and you activate the effects of the Datacron. And lastly, and certainly not leastly, you need to pick one droid attacker. And they need to go last after all the other droids have went. You do not want your droid attacker going too early because you want to make sure that Datacron is ramping up like crazy with all the other support droids. Your options are going to be Dark Trooper, which is good because now people can do Dark Trooper stuff at endgame, so that's useful. I prefer BT for not using him with Dr. Aphra. It's way better than Dark Trooper. You could also use IG-88. Again, as I said, you could do an IG-88 lead if you wanted to instead of short if you don't have her. This won't be nearly as good as some of the other options. 3PO and Chewie, General Grievous, the original OG Droids on Roids guy, but he's doing other better things. So this is your droid factory blueprint, and let's just show what that looks like in application. It's going to be quick. It's going to be simple. Explosive plays. These battles, assuming the conditions are right and you have the Datacron, we're looking at like 20, maybe 30-second battles on average here. Your team's going to be incredibly fast because of BB-8, and then you're going to let all the other support droids spam buffs, get all the Datacron effects triggering, and then once your attacker goes very last after all the other droids, most times you're going to open up and completely wreck the other team in mere seconds. However, two things to keep in mind. This will not work well up against teams that are anti-Terminator. So Master Kenobi, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren of Hux, for example. Teams that prevent critical damage. So Jedi Master Kenobi, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Galactic Legend Leia ramps up critical avoidance while you get Terminator. But you could possibly beat all the other Galactic Legends, as we're going to show, and even some other popular teams such as Queen Amidala. So to start our party off, let's go up against a Queen Amidala. The thing that got everyone a little hyped up for this whole shorty lineup. We're gonna rock BT, but I'm gonna show you can have other options. You know, Dark Trooper is what people are using just for efficiency purposes, but BT, I feel like if you want the best use, the best possible power out of your shorty lineup right now, BT is gonna be the way to go. So many back-to-back plays. Starting off with that optimization, throwing out some debuffs. I don't know, you have a few ways you can go about this. You can go and throw that offense up here, which in turn will drop some debuffs because of the Datacron, which in turn will supercharge your critical damage. Or you can spam more debuffs out there, which in turn is going to make T3M4's unique abilities do a little bit more because you're going to get more critical damage for each debuff on an enemy. So either or, it seems like you're going to be fine. Let's go with the offense up here because it's kind of the best of both worlds. You do that, you get those buffs, and you spam more debuffs on the enemy team. And then let's see what happens. Yeah. It's a beautiful sight to behold. However, I want to make it clear, very clear, that this is by no means bulletproof against Queen Abadal. There are ways to minimize the possibilities, the power of Shorty Datacron versus the Queen Abadal lineup. If they have a damage reduction Datacron, which is going to be going away in the next month, that also minimizes the success. That's why my opponents who have been trying it against me, they haven't been having one-shot success because, well, I have those tools to prevent it from nuking my team out completely. So keep in mind, certain Queen Abadal lineups that don't have Barris, don't have a lot of defense, don't have a lot of special damage reduction Datacrons, easy money, baby. How about some Raid Shadow Legends? You know the drill. Let's optimize. Drop some buffs, debuffs, whatever the heck is going on here. And again, I think it doesn't really matter which way we go. I'm just going to go do this right now. You can spam the debuffs at T3, throw the offense up. Both ways are going to be explosive. More buffs out there, and let's watch the fireworks. Yeah. You can have a celebratory lap after that one, BT. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, baby. Ray's going to throw one of those. Oh, that's so sad. So sad. So sad. And this would lock in the win, but I don't want to knock down my testing opponent. Now, I'm just going to put Dark Trooper back in just to, again, show if you're working towards efficiency, it's probably more efficient in terms of roster and how you're deploying it into Grand Arena to use Dark Trooper with Shorty because you want to use BT with Dr. Raffra, so maybe you don't want to use it here. Dark Trooper should, again, get the job done. Maybe not as good as BT because BT takes so many back-to-back turns to kind of clean up everyone, but still, nonetheless, you're going to be good to go. Let's get out there, throw out some debuffs. Again, throw some offense up here. There we go. And in a second, can someone say goodbye? So either or, you got options at your disposal how you want to do it, whether it's Dark Trooper or BT. I've had some similar success with IG-88, but IG-88 is just not nearly as good as, it's just not nearly as good as using, Dark Trooper or BT, and boom, that would get rid of her right there. So, yeah, you got some cool options for you guys to play around with. It's time for some Jabba, and this battle, I know we see you have options between Dark Trooper and BT. This is the battle I think BT is going to be way better because we take back-to-back turns when we're killing folks off, and likely in a Jabba lineup, unlike the Ray, for example, Lord Vader, you're not going to nuke out the whole team right away. They're a little bit more durable, especially when you consider Datacrons and all that stuff. Give me some of that offense up over there. Spam some more buffs, which give me more critical damage out there, and let's go ahead. Nuke them out. Do it again. Do it again. Hit them back-to-back turns. And this is why you're going to want to have BT instead of Dark Trooper, because BT's going to Pound Town here. Goodbye. Yeah. So hopefully you see why this one's going to be a little better. Dark Trooper would kill off someone, but then Jabba's going to make a comeback. This one's good for connecting the dots for people that don't want to, problems that don't want to go away right away. That's what BT's for. Let's make this team suffer. Lobot coming in, dialing in the team. Dropping some defense down, spam some more debuffs out there, do a little bit of this, and can I get a good bye? Do it again. Goodbye. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Yeah, do your linkage. As long as don't link up BT. Don't link. All right, we're good to go. We're good to go here. Now we just got to get my BT out and ready to play with us here. Come on, just get rid of this fear. Come on, get rid of the fear. Come on, let's get him ready. Just come on, get him ready. There we go. He's ready to go. He's ready to go. I don't care. I don't need him. What I need is BT to get out here and get me some plays. Let's dial it in a little bit. Just do a little bit of this. Nice. Okay. All right. Can we just get rid of this guy, please? Just get him out of here. Get him out of here. Yeah. Yeah. Give me some of this, and you are done. So I didn't mean to waste our time with the Sith the Turtle battle. You know what? I'll never say no. Oh, gosh. To extra bonus battles for our droids on roids. Get out of here. All right, I think I got one more battle I want to show you guys. For this one, I'm going to take out Lobot. I know I'm probably going to get questions. Is Lobot required? In our hearts, yes. In application, no. You just need some sort of droid support that's going to be able to spam buffs for your team, which again triggers the Datacron, allows you to apply debuffs, which in turns gives us critical damage. So you don't need Lobot. So let me go ahead and show you this. This is kind of the original droid nuke lineup. Instead of Shorty Lead, it was at one point IG-88 or General Grievous, and this is kind of his tale as old as time. So let's get to work. We're going to go ahead, try to yank back some of that Terminator, and then again, you kind of have a few options. I think in this battle, you probably want to be able to get rid of that critical immunity, so let's go ahead, dispel that. Let's go do this, get some buffs on the team, pass it over here, and then BT's gonna get some work done, baby. Smoke them out. And that's gonna wrap it up for today, ladies and gentlemen. All you shiny looking droids out there, thank you for stopping by. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like, comment down below, subscribe so you're not missing a thing, and always remember, it's great to be in the Empire today. The sun never sets.